this looks like an amazing one. Well, buddy, we got ourselves a little bit of night digging right here, and already we get the first winner. Nice little chunk of opal there.
Hey Rockhounds, welcome back to the channel. So we're over here mining fire opals at Red October 2, and we arrived after dark, and I wanted to say hello and take a peek at the wall. Got really lucky and immediately found a good opal, and so naturally the night dig was on, and we had to spend a couple of hours digging this out of the wall.
I was following this and it opened up, and this whole piece is all opal all the way down here. So we're gonna try and get as big of a chunk as we can. This is a good find. We just found something good right there.
You'll notice I used a tiny chisel a lot, and that's because last time I was here, I had a real tough time not breaking the opal using a larger hammer and a larger chisel. So you really kind of have to have a little bit of finesse and surgically cut it out of the wall.
Alright, so here's the progress I've made. So far it looks pretty big, like it's like this large. I was trying to come at it from this angle, but this is really tough. So I kind of changed spots, and I'm coming over here, and you can see it's a lot softer. So I think this is going to be the correct angle to come at it from. We're going to see if we can slowly open it up and get a big chunk out of this. Alright, so you can see that it's starting to open up to more. So I have this chunk right here, and then if you look, it like pours down into there. And there's another little chunk right there. So we're going to keep opening this up. See how much we can get out of it.
When you're looking for opal in the pit, you're looking for pockets of clay, and what you want to do is follow those pockets and see if they lead to like a white crust or a shell, and that's going to be the outside of the opal. From there, you're going to want to slowly break away all the material around it without damaging the opal, and that's the real trick.
Okay, so this is what we're looking at, and unfortunately I heard a crack, and I noticed that this piece is a little bit wiggly. So I think this whole bottom piece is gonna pop out. Yeah, you see that? You can see it's wiggling, so that's pretty much separated. I just got it to pop. That's not too bad. Let's see what we have under here. All right, so there's clearly a decent sized chunk left, so we'll get that piece and start pulling that out of here. Alright, so this is where we're at. Pretty awesome looking so far. That's a good sized chunk, and then when I'm looking under it, it looks like it stops about there. So we'll see how far back it goes into the wall. But so far, this is a nice meaty chunk. This is gonna be great. This is excellent. So we have this top piece that just broke open, and I can see the opal running into it, so I hope I didn't accidentally break a chunk of this off. So we're gonna find out if we had a little accident here, picked a whole bouquet of whoopsie daisies, or if we exposed some more like we wanted to. I would say that was a good job. That looks like nothing significant, so Pretty much. All right, exposed a little bit more and made some progress without doing any major damage. This part right here though, I accidentally broke that off earlier. Not too big of a deal, just a little slice. There we go. All right, it just broke free, so let's see what kind of chunk we can get out of here. But this looks like an amazing one. Oh, yeah. Oh man, look at that. From here to here. And then we got a little bit in there. That is pretty stinking sweet.
This is by far the largest fire opal I have ever found, so it was quite a discovery.
All right, so this is the piece that was behind it and trying to work into it. And you can see right here, there's a little bit of depth to it. So I think we got another piece worth extracting here. So I'm gonna go for this, although it's pretty well buried, so it's gonna take some time. All right, so this is what we're looking at. I've been slowly like chipping my way into it and exposing more and more. It's pretty good ways in there. So it looks like there's another good sized chunk still left in there. One piece at a time. There is quite a bit more in there. All right, so I just broke this free, and so hopefully this will expose a whole lot more of this opal and not take a chunk with it. So let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? So this just keeps running all the way back there. That's all opal. Wow. This thing's giant. Cool. Well, I guess I'm still digging. Oh no, look. Right here though, you can see it's cracked. Dang. Oh, yep, I can feel this piece is loose. Yeah, look at that. Nice. And this back chunk broke free. Alright, we'll get it a little. Hopefully this will like expose some more and then we can get under it and really break out the next chunk of it. All right, so we got that corner. You can see how far back it goes. All right, so I did end up cracking it when I took this face off, but that's all right because we got ourselves a massive chunk. So let's get this piece.
It was at this point in the night we decided to call it. We had gotten the big chunks out of it, and so the rest would have to wait for tomorrow.
Good morning, Rockhounds. Let's get to this. All right, I'm gonna be working the same spot I was doing well last night. Let's see if we can find any more goodies there. Here's where we finished last night. Got a lot of work done, but at the same time, it's real slow going when you're chipping through something this tough. I was trying to work my way down the side, and you can see just how fragile it is. Right here, it ended up splitting laterally and taking the opal with it. So we're gonna open it up, see what chunk broke off, and keep working. Oh, perfect. Not too bad.
This day just absolutely melted away, and I gotta say, it was mostly a lot of hard work without really finding much. It turns out, my luck needed until the next morning to recharge.
We got a short hike before we can get to the pit, so let's get started. When you reach a seat carved into the wood, you've made it most of the way. If you look up there, right here's the crest. All right, early morning sun. That's really pretty.
There's already a little chunk right here that light's coming through, so I'm gonna keep digging further and further in here until I can expose a little bit more and see just how far that goes. Just clearing this around, and as it started to go around, I'm trying to open it up so I don't fracture the opal on the way in. So we have a nice big chunk of clear opal right here, and you can see it is attached to the other piece, and then this white shell on the outside, that is like the outer rind of the whole opal. So it looks like the whole opal is like that big. That's pretty good size. We're gonna keep working, I'll update you. It runs all the way around here. Here's a nice little nick. And then I was coming through here trying to open it up, and it turns out it keeps going. So here's a big chunk right here. And I got this piece that has already fallen out of it. All right, so it looks like it broke free. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to keep it intact, but we'll see what kind of piece we get. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. This is really shallow. So we'll keep working our way around and see if we can get some good stuff off of this. We're gonna be able to take this big chunk off real soon here. What we got here?
No. Water.
All right, we got this next little chunk right here that broke free as well. Oh, there we go. Look at that. All right, that's next. Let's get it.
Here's where we're at. We're working on getting this thing out, and I've been carving my way around the sides. Man, it just keeps going. The opal that we took out, and right behind it, there's even more. And so now it's just a matter of getting this big block off here, this big piece of basalt, and we'll see if it exposes all of that juicy opal underneath, which by the looks of it, should be pretty nice. All right, so we lucked out. This is really cool. If you look at this huge plate is all opal. And so we really did luck out. This is a gigantic piece. This is gonna be one of the best finds I found up here. So I am pretty excited. Now, of course, the trick is always a game of patience, and we'll see how well we can extract this without just absolutely crushing it. Nice little bit of red up there, red, and then it kind of turns into an oranges down here. And this whole plate is opal. So it is just an absolute giant piece. Up here is more opal. So the plan is to just continuously work around this over and over until we can keep exposing it. But man, I'm telling you right now, I have already accidentally
chipped a chunk off right here, and I was digging over here, and it spidered all the way over and then took that chunk. So real tough to get this out. Got to be real patient, otherwise you're gonna have your opal pop out in several pieces. Just looks like an enormous stake of opal. So I'll keep working on it, but this is insane. I have never seen anybody get a piece this big except for the owners themselves. So very, very lucky find. We'll keep exposing it and keep opening it up.
All right, so I'm gonna start hitting it from this side, and we're gonna pop this thing out, okay? So let's do this. All right, almost got this thing off. All right, let's see what we got. Yep, we got a nice chunk of opal in there. All right, so we pulled off the main face. This was left behind, a few trace amounts. I'm gonna go after this, and then we gotta call it a day. So we're gonna take off after I get this one out.
This was an absolutely epic trip for me. So we're gonna head back to the shop, clean these up a little bit, and take a closer look. This was the Red October 2 mine, and if anybody's interested in visiting this place, I'll leave a link in the description below. This one's gonna be a project. I'm gonna have to try and remove all that excess material without breaking the opal. Thank you, Rockhounds. I really appreciate everybody that supports the channel. I'll see you next time.